retribution is severe. We plunder from the greedy, with blood and with our steel. We rob the rich of their ill-gotten gain and make them kneel. Behold the ocean's mysteries, the tales of ancient deeds. We follow in the footsteps of a silent secret creed. We roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We bleed the kingdoms dry. Hoist the black flag, lads. Justice runs in crimson river. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We own the sea and sky. Yo ho, we roll beneath the black flag, a rollicking we go. We bleed the kingdoms dry.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between License to Kill and Cats on My Keyboard. Before we get started, this is a replay cast, which means two things. Number 1, there is no delay. I'm able to talk to you guys basically immediately. And number 2, this does mean that I'm not able to put up predictions because, like, I'm not going to say, hey, guess who won this match when the match has already been played and you can just look it up. Like, that's a little on the silly side. So, not doing predictions. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully you don't mind too much. But you know what? Let's get into it. We are here on Tomb of the Spider Queen in game number 1 of the series.
Prepare yourselves. The battle begins.
That's a little loud. Let's go ahead and ease that up a bit. So, representing License to Kill on the blue side of the battlefield, we do have Jacques Yvon coming out here on King Leoric, the undead monstrosity. We do going to have Jep coming in here on Jaina. Bowser King playing the Muradin. We do going to have Anduin coming out here on Ultimate Hook.
10 seconds.
Other way around, Ultimate Hook coming out here on Anduin. And then Jadilk, or I think it's oh my god, I feel like there's a way to say that name. I've forgotten.
Heroes.
Jadik is coming out here on James Raynor. The Raynor of the James. And Hoku, how do you know I haven't gotten to introducing Lime yet? Are you cheating and looking at the top of the screen? Representing Cats on My Keyboard over on the orange side of the battlefield. Oh my gosh, that's still so loud. Why are you so loud? Calm down. I know I messed my settings a little bit, but I'm like, that is very loud in my ear. I don't like it. Stop. Guys, tell me if you can still hear it. I'm turning it down quite a bit because, like, I feel like it was just a lot louder than it was before. Oh yeah, this is definitely the first map that, like, was downloaded, so it should be the first one reported. Somebody messed up. But, meanwhile, Cats on My Keyboard, we do gonna have PJ Red playing the, Tyrael, that's the name of that here. Wait, we're talking about Lime and I'm forgetting hero names. This is a problem. Coming out, we have to have Apple playing the Alexstrasza. Ghost is coming out here on the Laffy Taffy Mephisto. That is not the name of the skin, but I forget the name of the skin, but it's adorable. It's like a plush bear. It's amazing. And then we do have IT Cowboy on la 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 la. There's Limebus. Limebus running out there and catching a face full of mace. Because everybody knows that the mace is the place. Oh, this is Lime? I don't know about this, my man. This feels Danger Mouse. I mean, like, yeah, you don't die, but now you have to hearth back. Let's get Danger Mouse. Yes, Hoku, Tickle Me Fisto. I love that skin. That skin makes me super happy. We have a little bit of an invade coming in. Cats on My Keyboard coming in and playing with the mices and the mooses. Lime is not here yet, but here comes Lime. Saving ghosts, but dying if you're a Mephisto. That was the sound of ba 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 ba. That was the sound of the cavalry coming in. I haven't had Jello in forever. Jello. I remember that there was a period where we were supposed to like not support Jello because of who their spokesman used to be, and I was like, but they fired him when they found out. What do you want from Jello? I feel like Vala, this is one of the moments where then happens a quick match, so I'm kind of like, I don't know what Vala was doing. Vala had no health and was stepping into a Rainer, and you can't stutter step and like dodge Rainer's basic attacks. There is Trust Issues Anduin from Ultimate Hook coming out there. Ghost went for it. I love how aggressive these teams are. Here's the thing that I didn't mention. The teams right now are playing for a playoff spot. So whichever team wins this series gets to go to playoff in, I think, 8th place. I don't think there's a chance that either team can make it into 7th place from this, but will make the last spot of playoffs. Whichever team does not win this, unfortunately, will not be able to get through. So we do have Bowser King moving in. Nice little aggression coming in. They did have this camp push in, and they got a lot of damage done to the front wall. Both the wall and one of the towers are just about dead, and as I say that, the tower goes down. But here comes PJ Red. PJ Red, make them dead. You got a sword to throw now. PJ Red, your team's ahead. So we do go and have the red web weavers coming out. I've set the teams to orange because of colorblind settings, but the announcer still says the red team, and I'm like, but they're orange. It does look like we've got License to Kill primarily moving up to the top in order to oppose this. They do see most of the enemy up here trying to push on this wall, and this is, of course, a boss lane, so they want to make sure it's well and defended. A lot of damage. Jeb coming in there. Jeb actually catches a lot of people in that blizzard coming down. They move out of it pretty quickly, but that was a good bit of free damage. I say as all of their health bars at 100%. Respect, Apple. Wave of Death comes in. Wave of Death actually does catch Jeb and Bowser King, and Bowser King steps forward trying to get on top of this Vala. They've already gotten one pick on Vala. Vala did not take the Gambit quest, so isn't getting punished for dying other than, normally you don't want to die. Bowser King taking a bunch of damage, does go ahead and hop back. Bowser King does have third wind, so will not be gone for very long. So it goes ahead and expedites their return by hearthing back, and there's the Wave of Death, does not hit anyone, but down goes the top fort. This is occasional catapult pressure coming across the top lane in favor of Cats on My Keyboard. Okay, I kind of want, in one of these games, License to Kill, or whoever's playing against Cats on My Keyboard, to take Vala, just so Vala can, get a kill on Mephisto, or whatever character Ghost is playing, and then Vala can be like, now who's a ghost? And Ghost will be like, still me! We do have a double kill. I'm trying to make this, long, involved joke, and then we have License to Kill just picks up 2 people. How rude. They are knocking on Tin's door. They're also one whole spider butt away. Jeb gonna go ahead and get that turned in real quick. So we do have the blue web weavers coming out. Would have been great if they were coming out a little bit ago whenever they had lost 2 people, but it does look like we'll have the full 5-man back to defend on the side of Cats on My Keyboard. Alright, we did have an attempt at a light bomb from Bowser King. PJ Red does go ahead and teleport out of danger. Ghost is right in the middle with you. It does look like the majority of the push coming from our blue team is aimed at this middle one. They're not trying to equalize their pressure. They're trying to go ahead and get their own advantage somewhere else. Bowser King taking cannon fire and is losing armor. There's the trust issues button from Anduin. I do want to thank Linebus. Linebus is totally the one who actually put the term trust issues button into my vocabulary. I always described Anduin as the fun police. Oh, you think you're getting a combo? You think you're getting a kill? No, you're not. Not on my watch. That sounds enjoyable. Oh, Apple just getting absolutely frittered, can we say? But honestly, Alex should not have survived there. That felt illegal, Beagle. That is not what was supposed to happen. But we do have another tournament available for our blue team. Jackieville getting cuts a little bit upon PJ Red down here, but of course Spooky Walk, Best Walk, goes ahead and just gets out of there. But while that's happening, we do have a kill on Davala up in the top lane. I finally tried to pay attention to Lion Buzz, and the game was like, no. First of all, how dare you try and pay attention to Lion Buzz? Oh, nice Entomb. Perfectly keeps Linebus from going anywhere, and that's gonna be a dead blaze. Hey, Linebus, I paid attention to you. Jackieville getting things turned in. Linebus will probably be back for the defense. Comes back in 15 seconds. I think it takes longer than that for them to charge up and move into lane. Though, granted, we also do have to have Linebus actually come out into the lane. He is not Leoric. He does not spawn in the middle of the lane. Bowser King keeps getting a little bit too far ahead. I mean, granted, I guess with Third Wind, he can go ahead and take some cannon shots. It makes me shudder, but I'm also not as good a player. So Bowser King is probably being calculated. They have moved back and are now pushing the top lane. The last time they kind of focused on mid. Mid will not go down. This will be cleared out by Apple and Ghost. But top might. We have IT Cowboy does go ahead and get the invulnerable. PJ Red getting the defensive ult out there. We have 6 kills to 0 in favor of License to Kill right now. Map pressure was favoring Cats on My Keyboard, but right as I say that, we do have it even up as the top fort goes down. Top fort fell like a glass at the edge of a countertop. Meow. Bowser King moves back. Here's what I think keeps happening, because they're really, really good at keeping Bowser King from dying. But then what happens is they're like, okay, Bowser King, you're safe. And then DPS is like, wait a minute, now we're the front line. Although I say keeps happening, that was literally the first 2 kills for Cats on My Keyboard. So that's obviously not a keeps happening situation. That's the first time it happened. I've seen that occur before, but it usually does not result in actual kills. And Boss will come push the top lane. Now, he will have some mid lane pressure coming from the side of License to Kill. So we are going to have Cats on My Keyboard easily cleaning this up. Takes that out, and they will go ahead and once again assert map pressure advantage. They still don't have an advantage in terms of kills, and this Web Weaver has gotten a decent bit delayed. They're just going to say, okay, well then, Web Weaver, you're fired. We're going in without you. The Web Weaver does get cleaned up. It does look like we will have all 3 forts taken down by Cats on My Keyboard. using the boss as a distraction. Like, the boss didn't actually get all that much damage done. It ended up getting a tower and half a wall, but it did give the space necessary for Cats on My Keyboard to secure the middle and bottom keep. Bottom fort, actually. And then we do gonna have the Web Weaver moving up, so our pressure is not yet done. It's not over! Level 16 is now online for Cats on My Keyboard. First time this game, I think they've had a level advantage. Like, they've been even a decent bit of the time, but this is the first time they're up talent tiers. Azure King running in. There is the Light Bomb. Light Bomb catches, like, all of the people. All of the people, and free my soul. We do go and have the bunker coming down, giving momentary protection, but there's Apple. Apple goes ahead and gets sniped down by the Hyperion. I'm a big scary dragon. Yeah, I got a battle cruiser. Battle cruiser operational. I'm not an expert on medieval warfare, but I'm pretty sure a Titan-class starship can beat a dragon. There's the strafe coming out from Vala. IT Cowboy trying to finish this off once Jackyville does have to move back as Jaina gets the root off. And then we do go ahead with License to Kill, do secure this middle fort. So, once again, we are back to even map pressure because I don't know when it happened, but the bottom fort is also gone. Now I want to play StarCraft again. So we do go in and have Cats on My Keyboard are eyeing this lower camp. Now, this is a little bit dangerous because we do have some aggression coming in from our blue team, and I was going to say, like, not all of Cats on My Keyboard in the same place. Lots of damage coming down, and poor Apple. Raider coming in and being like, you guys are talking a whole lot about battle cruisers. I don't need a battle cruiser to kill a dragon. I got a ghost rifle. Now we do have blue web weavers coming out in favor of License to Kill. They are trying to push forward. This is their chance to take, and because here's the thing, we are late enough that if there is a decisive victory in the battle, License to Kill could absolutely potentially end here because they are pushing all three lanes. All three lanes are relatively forward. Bottom being the least forward, and it was still past the halfway mark. There's the root coming down. They do not have silencing a root just yet. And even if they did, you... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, even if they did, you basically have to hit Anduin, but Anduin's on their team. So, no you don't. Potentially Tyrael can go ahead and protect them from outside, but the position on that has to be pretty specific. So LTK, not able to get the damage that they were looking for in that, are going to go ahead and grab this and start pushing bottom. Then we do go ahead and have boss checked by PJ Red. I don't foresee either team actually going for boss. That would be extremely gutsy. I say, oh... This feel... Okay, no, they're not going for it. I'm like, oh. They are up 20s. And then they do have the very, very powerful Buried Alive. So, It wouldn't be the worst decision. Oh, that was amazing. That was fantastic, Mephisto. Mephisto just casually, like, hitting everybody. Jackie Vote goes down. That does mean that Castle Monkey 1 can be a little bit more aggressive. Not only are they up 5-4, but their opponent's best, like, fight ender is no longer around with Jackie Vote being dead. That Silencing Entomb is such a menace. So we do go to have Castle on my keyboard getting this turn in. Jackie Vote will not be back in time to pick it up. We do have our blue team in the bottom getting some pressure from this camp. Though that camp is going to be not survive the incoming spider. Oh, I lied. The giants won't even survive to see the spider. The Speedar. I really like Megamind. I wish they would make a sequel because they definitely have never made a sequel. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyone that tells you that there's a sequel to Megamind is obviously lying to you. It's kind of in the same boat as The Matrix. Although I did actually like the fourth Matrix movie. The one that was a little bit controversial. We do go and have Castle on my keyboard down here at the bottom of the map. Going to go ahead and get the first keep of the game. In the words of Alarak, your keep has been taken. How the irony. Yeah, there we go. We did have, as I mentioned, the, what is that thing? Sanctification? I could not remember. Sanctification actually does protect Linebus. So Sanctification comes in there. We do have a double kill advantage for Castle on my keyboard as 2 members of License to Kill are down. No one down for Castle on my keyboard just yet. They don't have the Web Weaver supporting them anymore, but they are looking at this. Shields are still holding though. And that's the thing, like 5v3 at core is not always a sure thing. Jab! That makes it a lot more sure thing. As we have someone coming back, we have 2 more kills coming down. Jackie Vote being the next target, and Jackie Vote going to go down. We do have a silence coming down onto the Valalala. Jadic is calling GG well played. Anduin not able to hold off all 5 of these enemies, and there goes the core as game number 1 goes in favor of Cats on my keyboard. 9 kills to 9 at the end there. Although here's the thing to remember, License to Kill was well in the leading kills for most of that. Because if we ended up with 9 to 9 and Cats on my keyboard got 5 kills in that final push, they were down experience for a lot of that. So they definitely kind of clawed their way back. I want to say decent use of wave clear, but at the same time, like, their opponents had Leoric. I guess, like, Alexstrasza is good at wave clear, Vala is very good at wave clear, Blaze is very good at wave clear. Mephisto we're not going to talk about. Well, IT Cowboy, we're not done yet. Apparently, the match got reported in reverse. So we're not actually done yet. We have what is apparently game 1 and 3 still to go. So we do go ahead and have Vala coming out here. Vala leading the way in terms of team fight damage, 94,000, 674 on Vala. Ghost on 80,000. Jep coming in with 68. In terms of healing, we do have Alexstrasza out healing the Anduin. And that's actually really impressive because the top 2 damage dealers were red, and the top healer is also red. That's usually not what you see, because there's more damage to heal for the red team. But 82,000 coming out of Alexstrasza, 70,000 coming out of Anduin. And we do have, in terms of experience, Linebus does out-soak the Leoric by a pretty significant margin, actually. 18,000 versus 14,000. That's a decent percent, so well done to Linebus. Talents, that seems generous. Here we are. Copy them down, take them into your Storm League matches, get all of the amazing victory, and I will see you for game number 2, which might be 1, but let's have fun.
Here come the hot stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster. Big up the crew in the area. Still have it like that. No, no, we don't die. Yes, we multiply. Anyone press will hear the fat lady sing. Act like you know Rico. I know what Bo don't know. Touch them up and go. Oh, ching ching. Here come the hot stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Still have it like that. Extraordinary. Juice like a strawberry. Money to burn, baby, all of the time. Caught the fit, it's me. Fit to cut the shit. Come juggle with me. Fix it every time. Come there and step up. I'm the lyrical gangster. Dial emergency number. Still love you like that. Na 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 na. So we do it, man. Na 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 na. Hey, start like a jackrabbit, finish in front of it. I'm the 90s Jack, that's it. Understand? I'm the daddy of the Mac. Daddy is a
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So this might be a bit of a spoiler. I went and checked, and actually, no, they were reported in the correct order. But for whatever reason, Game 2 downloaded faster than Game 1, which, spoiler alert, probably means that Game 1 is really long. Like, normally, these files are a couple of, like, megabytes each. So the fact that Game 2 got here before Game 1 did onto my PC means Game 1 is probably a very significant match, so buckle in. This is going to be a classic Towers of Doom match that if you think you know who's going to win and you aren't in the game, you're probably, I won't say wrong, but you're flipping a coin because this is the comeback map and this is going to be a long one. So here we go. Welcome to what is actually game number 1, second game we are broadcasting, because my computer displayed them on the other one. But representing our blue team, Licensed to Kill, we do go and have Jadic coming out here onto the Chromie, Bowser King on Johanna, Ultimate Hook is playing Rhaegar, Jackie Volt on the Malthael, the recent... Is it the recently buffed? I don't think the patch is actually out yet, so not the recently buffed Malthael. Malthael is getting some changes. And then we have Jep coming out here onto the Greymane. They are representing Licensed to Kill in the Barony in blue. Meanwhile, we do have Limebus playing the Tassaface, PJ Red playing the Diablo. Can we just say for a second how much it must annoy Bowser King for someone else to be playing Diablo? Like, I'm not saying Diablo and Bowser are the same character, but I am saying of all the characters in Heroes of the Storm, I feel like Diablo is the closest to Bowser. Big dragon looking guy that can breathe fire. And it hates enemies with red hats. Look at you, Vala. We do also go and have Ghost playing the la 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 la. Apple is playing the Anduin. And then we do go and have IT Cowboy is going to be playing this here Dehaka Dahaka. In our talents, we do have Enhanced Agility. That's what I usually see on Dahaka. Every once in a while, I see people go for health, and that always surprises me. Jackie Volt being very aggressive into IT Cowboy. That's what doesn't look like Bowser. Bowser doesn't stand like that. Bowser is bipedal. He doesn't crab rave around the map. Bum, 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 ba-da-bum. I always do that. I always get the song stuck in my head. But yeah, sorry about that. Sorry for being like, yeah, it was reported backwards the last time I looked, and I was like, I have been lying to everyone. I have been blaming others for my problems. And I didn't want to besmirch anyone's good name. Bowser King, a little bit, just a little bit lower. I should play Tassaface again. It's been a long time. They won't let me play Dassadar in the offlane for some reason. Malthael did go for On a Pale Horse. Again, not surprising on this map. I do eventually IT Cowboy will start to outpace the Malthael because of course that Brush Stalker is going to really zip-a-zoom. Zip-a-zoom! It's only at 1 stack so far. Eventually it will be at 9 stacks. It will be at 18% faster. Now Walters are coming. Now Walters are coming. IT Cowboy channeling this. Looks like we will have a trade out in the top lane. Diablo Tassadar combo. Always amazing. Goes taking a bit of damage. Jep looking in here. Jep trying to get on top of Apple. Vala is going to go ahead. Does not have a lot of help. Like Vala having a very difficult time engaging into this. But Dahaka has joined the battle. It does look like Malthael is also should be here. I don't see him on the minimap. Yep, there he is. I didn't see him for a second. Now, on the one hand, you might say, well, if you want to lose someone, at least you lost the person with the global. On the other hand, though, the global was just used to get down here, so it will not be up for Dahaka for a little bit. Nom 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 nom. Once again, we do have an A-level advantage on the side of License to Kill early on. 36 core health as opposed to 32 on the side of their hated opponents. Cats on my keyboard. I actually don't think these teams hate each other. As far as I know, this is not an established rivalry. Like, obviously, teams always want to beat each other, but sometimes you have certain teams that have a rivalry. Sometimes you have certain teams that have beef with each other. I have not heard of anyone disliking the kitties. That giggle does mean that the Headless Horseman has arrived. Alright, there we do have the flippy. But Anduin goes down. That means there's no trust issues. Or no trust issues button. There's a lot of trust issues. Anduin from the Grave has so many trust issues. That is a 2-for-1 in favor of LTK. LTK gonna go ahead and try and move. It's gonna be hard for the remaining 3 to get either of these altars.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you.
Alright, we do go ahead and have a delicious Malthael being nommed on by IT Cowboy. IT Cowboy moves back and we have a battle for the middle altar. Bottom altar is already gone the way of LTK. LTK almost a full level up at this point. And there's Ultimate Hook goes in and gets that secured. There's the shots. We are down to 24 core health on the side of Cats on my keyboard. We did just go out of Bowser King. Bowser King went in with the Captain America shield. I don't think it actually hit anyone, though. Definitely no one has gone down just yet. But no ults can be thrown out in answer because we do not yet have level 10 on the side of our orange team. PJ Red, wow. That's what happens when you get time stop involved, but you've already got the charge locked in. You are a jackrabbit. Bowser King might be in a bit of trouble. A lot more trouble is Jep. You're gonna have the light bomb coming out as well, and Jep goes down. Now look at him go. Now look at him go. He could go all the way back to the Hall of Storms. We do also have Tassiface being picked off by Chromie. I'm actually surprised that Protoss are as vulnerable to sand as they are, because they have no, like, orifices in their face. Like, I think they would have a natural resistance to sand. I guess they have eyes. Actually, they might have noses too. It might just be that they don't have mouths. Line bus. Yeah, no, I feel like I've seen noses on Protoss. Oh, that's a lot of damage on Jackie-Vol. We did have Malthael just caught out in mid-rotation. Now, Tahaka's not up here. It's 4v4, but of course Tahaka can show up anytime they want. Lion Bus goes in and gets caught in. And there we have Sand coming down one more time. One more time. But we do go ahead and have Lion Bus goes down, but we do have the Tahaka. Tahaka did move up and take this. With Vol going down as well, they're not going to contest the other point, and this will be picked up by Chromie. 20 core health on the side of our red team. We do have 32 core health for our bluers. I'm moving back and forth. Level 13 all. I've actually talked about the ults. We do have Apocalypse we've seen used. Isolation. Never mind. Speaking of Apocalypse that we've seen used, there's Apocalypse getting used. We do have the Black Hole coming out. Death to Chromie. I am a jackrabbit. I mean, Linebus, you did start off this cast by saying, observe my suffering. Oh, we did just have, I'm pretty sure, yep, I heard the Cursed Bullet come out. Based on the health bars, I don't think it connected. Altar is spawning at 14 seconds.
Take the altars and put an end to the grave.
All right, there we have the bounce, bounce, bounce. We the shield comes in. Oh, and we do go right now. PJ Red gets pulled right back into danger. Nice job by the Chromie. Like, Anduin went ahead and used their trust issues button, but it's not going to get PJ Red out of danger. Boop. Now that is Souls, though. Diablo will be back just in a minute with you. Line bus floating around. And there is the sand once again landing on our Protoss friend. Ghost trying to be amazing. Meanwhile, we do go and have the flippy flip. PJ Red is back. There's those souls. IT Cowboy gets the channel, and there's 4 shots coming to the side of LTK. And just after it would have been helpful, 16 is picked up by the side of License to Kill. Zoom zoom. PJ Red kind of, I'm pretty sure PJ Red dove in there. I thought I saw a charge come out. Though it may have been a charge that was time stopped, so it went much farther than PJ Red was expecting. Definitely was playing like a Diablo that had way more souls. There we have Jep going in again. Jep is being a bully to poor Tassadar. I keep seeing Jep just going in and eating faces. Primarily Protoss face or Demon Hunter face. You know what, that is fair. We are up to 138 stacks of the Gambit. IT Cowboy down fairly low. We are at 0 stacks of last rights. Jackyville is not yet actually found. Ooh, very, very, very good job. I'm actually curious. Last rights was up. IT Cowboy, that was so gutsy because you were in last rights range. All that had to happen was for Jackyville to get eyes on you. But you know what? Your tongue saw him before he saw your face, which does not sound like a thing that should be able to be correct. Now, obviously, bottom did get taken down. They only are getting 3 shots. IT Cowboy going to try and stop this damage from coming in. Yeah, what? IT Cowboy! Moku, everybody knows that the face is the place. Alright, we do have Vala going down. Unfortunately, Vala does lose a Gambit stack. Other two sappers do get taken out though. Jadic feeling very, very low, but even lower is Linebus. I'm not exactly sure where Linebus was when Linebus died, but Linebus definitely died, and that is the point.
The altars are rising, heroes. Do get ready.
Yeah, I bet Jackie Vala has a little bit of a, like, what is the word? Something in your craw? Over like, getting taken out that last time, whenever all he had to do was press a button. He just had to be able to see it. Okay, we do have Apocalypse actually gets used, although presumably not for that kill. Diablo going down. We are up level 20s on the side of License to Kill. Oh man, once again, because once again we do have this up. Now, I don't think IT Cowboy was actually within last right's range, but it was very close. We do go ahead and have this. No, they're not going for the top sapper camp. They're going down because we do have 3 more sappers trying to move in through the bottom lane. Ghost goes back. IT Cowboy does not. They really want IT Cowboy to go ahead and secure this. There is the double time loop. Down to 8 core health, 2 sappers taken down, maybe all 3. I only saw 2 go down, but I wasn't watching the core health, so it's possible that all of them went down. There's the black hole coming out, going ahead and zoning out the enemy team. Trying to go ahead and rotate this back, but meanwhile we do go ahead and have kill going down onto Tassaface. We are going to go and have the sappers move in top. They're trying to convert this top one as well. They don't quite convert this one back. We are down to 500 core health. There go the sappers. Sappers go in, and we are down to 5 core health. That is one of these altars coming in. So this is do or die time. If you are trying to move in, trying to stop Jackieville, do have it for just a second. We do the Dahaka trying to get this in there. Someone has to stop Jackieville, or this will be the end of the game. Alright, PJ Red dives in, goes in and gets this taken care of. Massive light bomb coming through. There is the last rights. Last rights gets Diablo very, very low, and that will not actually, they were just outside the range, so no stack. But we do have a Diablo, a dead Oblo, if you will. Diablo did come back, but Tassar is also not here, and Apple gets taken down. That is a double kill, but there is still one person down for blue. Here comes Jackieville going for the win. Linebus stops the turn in. Not going to let this happen just yet. We do have the black hole coming out. Nice black hole catches a bunch of people. Low health bars, and Vala actually goes ahead and picks up the healer. PG Red says, I have returned from the dead. Easter was recently. And Ghost going to go ahead and get this channel. We are not out of the game yet. 3 more shots going towards the core of our blue team, taking us down to 16 core health. They're going to go ahead and take boss off map. Or they're going to try to. PJ Red has no health to spare. So it has to be our two paper armored DPSers. Whose health will run out first? Obviously the bosses will, but oh, this is yuck. Pop, 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 pop. We do have these sappers coming here. However, this time they're not actually being really defended. This was not a concentrated push, probably because they were still down their healer. It represented kill pressure, but not anymore. This will be up before the sappers get here. Alright, we do go and have the light bomb coming in. Big stun coming down onto Jep! Lots of damage coming down onto the IT Cowboy. There is the Last Rites. Last Rites again, not getting a stack off of that. Actually didn't even get the kill. How is PJ Red alive? What? I demand a recount. I'm sitting here talking about how PJ Red didn't die in time, and PJ Red's like, I didn't die. What are you talking about?
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
Going ahead and turning this around. Now, keep in mind, while they will get bottom altar, their opponents are at 3 shots per altar, and okay, they have 5 health. For some reason, I thought they had 3 health. So they can give up an altar and not lose as of right now. Are we looking at a possible 6 cap here? It'd be difficult. Like, those are both still alive. Alright, there is a fort. But it does look like we got blue pressure on this bottom fort coming through. Next altar will be a double phase. We are a jackrabbit. We'll never got eat quits. It's a tang tang. Okay. Hey. Hello, everyone. So, I'm going to show the last bit of this game again. 1 second. Sorry about this. One second.
For battle, heroes.
This man is a shithead. He went over and he laid on some pillows that I put up to keep him from chewing on cables and ended up, momentarily wiggling the power cord on my router.
Battle begins in
That he's a fuzzy terrorist.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1 second.
1. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, look at this guy. Cats on My Cables. So, because we were right at the end, and I'm not letting the... This is going to be really awkward when I upload it to YouTube, but because I'm pretty sure that the cache will play out. But. So the last thing that would happen was I'm going to go until the potential 6 gap.
Blue team draws first blood.
I mean... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Once hero slain. Beast eye.
Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba ba. We're just going through it like hyper speed. Really, I'm looking for a license to kill score to go to 7, because I'm pretty sure that's where we were.
Hero slain.
And then we'll just finish out the rest of the match from there.
Hero slain. The tower. The altars.
Should be about the 20-minute mark.
Hero slain.
I felt really dumb because it was like, oh no, you've lost your connection to voice. I'm like, oh no, I've lost my connection to voice from like the hot server. And I looked over, I'm like, oh crap.
Hero slain. The time is hero slain. Hero slain.
Yeah, there's the big fight over that top altar.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Once hero slain. Red team has destroyed a fort.
Alright, there we are at 7, which is when we said we would stop. So, first of all, lower it back down to normal speed. Actually, the game has played it faster. Get rid of that, because we don't want to see it. And here we go. So this is where we were. We were looking at... Oh, this does feel a little bit fast. Maybe StarCraft has played it faster. Go back down to normal, please, and thank you. So this is where they were potentially threatening a 6 cap. However, up top, they had to get through the wall, so the 6 cap didn't quite happen. We do have License to Kill move down. I am a jackrabbit. So bottom is taken back by the side of License to Kill, trying to go and get this taken care of. Meanwhile, mid does fall to our orange team, and Dahaka is working on top. We have a double altar coming into bottom in just a second.
It's nearly time.
Big fight coming in here. We have sand falling everywhere. Here's this amazing light bomb. I think it's maybe the last we saw, because the light bomb came through and just absolutely...
Lay claim to the altars.
And we do go and have Line Bus channeling the bottom. We have PJ Red, and that's going to go through. Line Bus gets this, and we do have the double one, so pop, pop. And with that, with quite the turnaround, they were at, I think, 20 core health to like 7. And they turned it around to 0 core health to 5. So we do have Cats on My Keyboard do end up winning this in a 2-0, but it was super close. Could have gone either way for sure, for sure, for sure. Thank you very much for being here, everyone. Normally, this is where I would try and do an interview, but I don't really do those on replay casts. You never really necessarily know if anyone's going to be here. But, well done, everyone. I'll go ahead and end the stream. If you are new here, if you don't know what NGS is, if you play Heroes of the Storm, then head on over to nexusgamingseries. Oh, I have to check this. I think it's .org. You have to be very specific. Okay, because someone got their feelings hurt. Whenever we did, yep, it is nexusgames.org. Someone got their feelings hurt and ended up setting up another version of the website that redirects to a place that is not the best because they were mad at us because we wouldn't let them abuse their power. I can't really talk too much about it because I literally don't know the story. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. You guys rock. And bye bye.